Hello, my friends out there in Cindy's Corner. Boy, do I have a book and a story for you today. If you've got this book, Corduroy, go get it so that you can follow along. It's a story like no other on Cindy's Corner, so you're going to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and share me with your friends. You don't want them to miss story time with Cindy, and I don't want to miss them. So please share with your friends and tell them to subscribe. All right, our book today is Corduroy. My AR testers, this is a level 3-5. Here's our title page, Corduroy. The story and picture, so our author and illustrator is Don Freeman. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers, buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. He's sad, isn't he? Then, one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's big, bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look! There's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." How sad, he's lost it, hasn't he? Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight, I'll go and see if I can find it." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. He's looking. Uh-oh. Y'all know what these are? An escalator. They go take you to the next floor. Okay. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator and he went up. Could this be a mountain? He wondered. "I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain." He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor. And there, before his eyes, was a most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I've always wanted to live in a palace." Is he in a palace? He wandered around, admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and round. What was it on the mattress? "Why, here's my button," he cried. and he tried to pick it up. It was sewn to the mattress. It wasn't his button, was it? Mm-mm. But like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and he pulled with both paws until pop. Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Got him, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. Now, who in the world did that? He exclaimed. Somebody must be hiding around here. Doesn't see anybody, does he? Uh-oh. See? He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all. And there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. He got under the covers. Hello, he said. How did you get upstairs? You think Corduroy answered him? I don't think so either. The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Not in the palace anymore, is he? Mm-mm. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. I'm Lisa, she said, and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night, I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home. There she is with her purse, getting her bear. Shall I put him in a box for you? The sales lady asked. Oh, no, thank you, Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed, just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. This must be home, he said. I've always wanted a home. Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. I like you the way you are, she said, but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened. You must be a friend, said Corduroy. I've always wanted a friend. Me too, said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. Now, my question to you today, do you have a special friend that stays with you? Well, I told you I'd share something with you. When I was just a little girl, 4 years old, almost 4, it was Christmas time, and Santa Claus brought me something, and I still have it today. And I always wanted a special teddy bear, and Santa Claus brought me a special teddy bear, and it is very old and fragile. It used to be white. Here's my teddy bear, and it was pink and white, and it had a little nose, little fuzzy ball, but something happened to it during the time because I always slept on my bear. This was my special when I was a little girl. Now, in the comments, share with me if you've ever had something special, or if you have something, or if you wish for something. Okay? Y'all like my teddy bear? You can even draw me a picture of my teddy bear if you want. Isn't he special? He's so soft. Still, he's soft. Anyway, I have to be careful because it's kind of ripped and it's right here. See, it's old and rippy. So you have to treat it very gently. Okay? I hope you share with me your special corduroy bear, or it might be a frog. My youngest son, he had a Ninja Turtle. My oldest son, he had the Sesame Street characters and a baseball player. I hope you have a great day, and share with me on Cindy's Corner, and share with your friends so they don't miss story time with Cindy. Give somebody a hug and tell them you love them. And I love you being out there. Have a great one.